Hello and welcome to another episode of Aaron at the Fly Desk. Today we're going to be tying a new fly that you haven't seen before. I call this the Black Beauty, and we're going to tie it a little bit different and with some products that you may or may not have heard of before. And so right here we've got a size 10 streamer hook with a 5/32 gunmetal bead on it. And today I'm going to be using some red monocord thread from Danville. And the first thing we're going to do is just line this hook with some thread so that as we put our other materials on, we'll have a little bit of bite. So the first thing we're going to do is we've got some strung marabou here, and we're going to put a little tail on this fly. And this fly is a leech pattern, and so I'm going to put my tail all the way to the front of the hook to keep our taper nice and even. And I actually don't put a lot of marabou on this tail, but I do like to put a little bit of flash in it. So I've got some of this kind of reddish orange crystal flash. Really like the way it looks, so we're just going to put a couple little strands of that in. And then we'll go ahead and put just a little bit more marabou over the top of that. Line it out about the same length as the prior. And you can see I do my tail all the way almost to the barb of that hook pointing out. So there we have our tail. The next product we're going to use is called Pearl Core Braid in black, and it's kind of got a peacock look to it, and it's by Hairline Dubbin LLC. I get most of this stuff at Sportsman's Warehouse. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this on the side of the hook, once again, all the way up to the bead. And this is a really cool product. So I'm just going to, and actually I do like to put just a little bit of super glue on here before I wrap this over. It just makes your flies a little bit stronger. And I just wrap it, each wrap right up next to the previous wrap. So it's got a little bit of a ribbed look. And I tie it off right here at the front. And then what I like to do is give myself a little bit of a collar right up behind that bead. I found a little bit of red on my leech pattern. Seems to trigger a bite from the fish. So the last thing we will be doing is, and I'm gonna have to pull this back. I didn't get my whip finisher out of the drawer. Okay, over to that point. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to whip finish this. Just like so. Okay, The next thing we're going to do is Loon has a product called Fluorescing UV Clear Fly Finish, and I'm going to read this on the back of the Loon package. It says, at depths as shallow as a few feet, even bright flies can appear dull and disappear into the background in the dark underwater world. Loon fluorescing products take the UV light that is available underwater and reflect it as a color more visible to fish. So what we're going to do is, a lot of times when I'm fishing a black fly, I'm fishing it in darker water because it is more visible to fish. So what we're going to do is we're going to coat this fly with this new finish, and I'm going to cure it immediately and not let it soak in so that I have that wet, buggy look on it. And I'm just layering it on. Making sure that we don't get out of our taper. Okay. It's pretty close. Maybe a couple more layers of it. Oops. And as you can see, once that's cured, we're still not quite cured though. There. You can see once that fly is cured, you have a very nice, sleek, leechy look on this fly, and it kind of gives it a nice translucent look, especially when it's in the water. And you can see that red collar portrays through the UV glue, and that, my friends, is what we call the Black Beauty, and it is a very, very effective leech pattern. This is the first time I have tied it with this what do they call it, fluorescing UV clear fly finish. I normally just use my thick, but this is supposed to make the fly pop, especially when it's in dark water. So we're going to be giving it a try, hopefully in the next day or two, and hopefully we can get some footage for you. So thank you for watching this episode of Aaron at the Fly Desk, and we hope to see you on the water someday. Thanks for watching.